The storm desk. Read the storm, book the roofs. 2 houses on the same block. Same storm, same hail on the windows. One estimate says $900. The one next door says $19,000. The homeowner thinks one of you is lying, and the deal stalls. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what drives a hail repair price, house by house. So you can quote it straight and defend it when a homeowner waves the neighbor's bill at you. 5 factors move it. Hail size isn't one of them. Start by killing the myth at the door. Homeowners fixate on hail size from the news. A quarter is 1 inch. A golf ball is 1 3/4 inches. Those sizes tell you damage is plausible. They do not set the price. The National Severe Storms Laboratory pegs 1 inch to 1 3/4 inch stones falling around 25 to 40 miles an hour. Size says a storm could hurt a roof. It never counts how many shingles it actually bruised. The price lives in the damage, not the headline. Factor 1 is the real driver, the damage scope. Plane by plane. A plane is one flat slope of the roof. You're hunting functional damage, the kind that shortens roof life or lets water in, not cosmetic marks that just look bad. A few bruised shingles on one slope with matching material is a true repair, a few hundred to low 4 figures. Functional damage across every slope is a full replacement, into 5 figures. Same word, hail, wildly different number. Texas carriers got stricter in 2025. Vague scope loses claims. Factor 2 is what the roof is made of. Material changes the inspection, the matching, and the per square price. A square is 100 square feet of roof. 3-tab asphalt is cheapest, but often discontinued, so matching forces bigger replacements. Architectural asphalt is the metro default, and matching the color line is the swing. Metal starts the most arguments. A dented metal panel can still shed water, so carriers often call dents cosmetic. And whether your policy pays depends on a cosmetic damage exclusion. Stay on material, because the Class 4 question comes up at every door. The Insurance Institute for Business and Home Safety fires 1.5 and 2-inch lab ice balls at shingles under a fixed protocol, then rates them. Class 4 is the top impact tier on the UL 2218 scale. The Texas Department of Insurance tells homeowners to consider materials less likely to be damaged and to ask about a premium discount, but Class 4 is not hail-proof. A big enough stone or years of sun still cracks it. Sell it as risk reduction, not immunity. Factor 3 is roof age, and it quietly moves every other factor. Age decides how the insurer pays. A replacement cost policy pays the full current cost, no deduction for age. An actual cash value policy, ACV, pays the depreciated value of an older roof and leaves the homeowner the gap. TDI says it plainly. Insurance won't buy a new roof just because the old one wore out. Storm damage is covered. Age is not. A 7-year-old roof and an 18-year-old roof can take identical hail and settle thousands apart. Roof age sets the depreciation. The storm can't undo it. Age drags a second cost with it, the matching problem, and most reps underrate it. Shingle lines get discontinued. Colors fade, so even a current shingle of the same name won't blend with a sun-baked 12-year-old slope. Sometimes there's no clean repair, and the whole slope comes off for a uniform result. And the big surprise is decking, the wood deck under the shingles. You can't judge it until the roof is off. Rotted sheathing gets priced per sheet, and it's rarely in the base bid. Raise the matching question out loud before anyone signs. Factor 4 is the part homeowners never see, how hard the roof is to work on. 2 roofs with identical hail price apart because one is just slower and riskier. Pitch is the first lever. A walkable 512 is cheap labor. A 1012 needs safety setup, and federal OSHA fall protection rules apply to your crew, so a legit contractor prices it in. Then Irving permits it. Roofing over 1 square needs a permit, and contractors must register with the city to pull it. A bidder who balks at it is one to question. Texas makes that permit step matter more than you'd think. There is no statewide roofing license. Anyone can call themselves a roofer here. The RCAT credential is voluntary, but the state doesn't require it. So city registration and the permit are one of the few built-in checks on who's actually on a roof. A contractor who pulls the Irving permit and meets the inspection sorts himself from the out-of-state crews who flood in every spring and leave before the warranty matters. The permit isn't red tape, it's proof you're a real local business. Factor 5 usually decides the check the homeowner actually writes, their insurance terms. Many Texas policies carry a separate percentage, wind and hail deductible, calculated on dwelling coverage, not the claim. Carriers have been raising it from 1% toward 2 or 3. On a $400,000 home, a 2% deductible is $8,000 out of pocket before coverage does anything. So if the whole re-roof is $14,000, the homeowner pays more than half. That math swamps the gap between two bids. Run the deductible number with the homeowner early, before the adjuster shows up. Here's the line on that deductible, and it is not subtle. You cannot waive it, eat it, absorb it, or credit it back. TDI states it's against the law for a contractor to waive a deductible or help a homeowner avoid paying it, and the insurer can demand proof it was paid before releasing the full claim. Any pitch built on covering the deductible is the storm chaser tell. Walk away from it. Your job is to document what you see and write a clear estimate. The insurer decides coverage. The homeowner owns the claim. Document, don't diagnose. There's a sixth factor hiding inside factor 4, code upgrades. When the roof comes off, the new install meets current code even if the old roof predated it. The building code generally caps you at 2 layers of roof covering, so a home already at 2 layers needs a full tear-off, which moves the labor and disposal lines. Code also sets a minimum on attic ventilation, so an undervented attic may need ridge vents and soffit intake. Those upgrades are code-driven, not storm-driven, so they fall outside the covered loss unless the homeowner carries ordinance or law coverage. Now turn this into a sale you can defend. Never let a homeowner compare 2 bids on the bottom number. Compare the assumptions. A bid that's $4,000 higher often just includes the decking allowance, the permit, and accessories the cheap one quietly dropped. So build every estimate in 3 buckets. Confirmed, slopes inspected, bruises counted, leaks found, allowances, decking per sheet, flashing you can't judge until tear-off, unknowns, concealed rot, hidden second layers. When a homeowner waives the cheaper bid, walk both roofs plane by plane and show the gap. The clearest estimate wins more than the cheapest one. Here's where RoofPredict fits, and where it doesn't. Before you ever price a job, it pairs an estimated roof age range with storm physics modeled per individual home, so you prioritize the homes a storm most plausibly wore out instead of knocking every door. Age swings the most cost, so scoring it up front points your inspections at the right roofs. It does not inspect, diagnose damage, certify remaining life, or decide coverage. Roof age is a planning range, not a certified date. The list starts the route. The latter earns the sale. Close the loop. Hail size doesn't set the price. 5 factors do. Damage scope plane by plane. Material and its matching problem. Roof age and how it changes the payout. Access, complexity, and the permit. And the insurance terms, where a percentage deductible often decides the check. Document what you see. Write a clear estimate and let the insurer decide coverage. 2 houses, same storm, thousands apart, and now you can explain every dollar. The chaser quotes a number and hopes. You quote a number and defend it.